On Monday, October 4th, 2021, in a work-related phone call with Supreme Master Television team members, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai graciously commented and shed light on some recent news from Afghanistan, including one tragic event in Kabul.
In Afghanistan, where several people have been killed in a bomb blast outside a well-known mosque. The explosion happened as mourners gathered at the Eidgah Mosque complex for the funeral of a senior Taliban official's mother.
On October 3, a roadside bomb was detonated outside the entrance of a mosque in Kabul, and at least 5 civilians lost their lives and others were wounded.
Who did it?
No one has claimed responsibility for the bombing.
Okay, no one came forward. No one admitted that they did it.
Yeah.
Oh, coward. Why did they have to kill civilians? They have suffered enough already. Afghanistan suffered too much already, and then recently just too many changes and too many things they have to deal with, and too scared already to even go out of their house.
Yes.
And now somebody has to even sneak up on them like that. You know, innocent people. I think they are cowards. They must be one of those so-called terrorist groups. They're not Muslim. I told you already. They're not Muslim.
Yes, they
They're
are
They're just murderers. They're just ambitious or stuff. This is terrible because many of the so-called terrorist groups, they also abuse the Islamic teaching because Islam means peace. Yeah.
Yes.
And they use the Quran or the Hadith. Hadith are recorded stories of the disciples with the Prophet, peace be upon him forever. In Hadith, some people ask the Prophet, what can they do to earn more merit to go to heaven and all that?
Yes.
And the Prophet's answer is, one of the acts they should do is a jihad, a spiritual jihad.
Yes.
Means fighting for the spiritual understanding. But that doesn't mean go out and fight with other people or kill people at random like that, innocent people.
Yes.
Jihad, spiritual fight, doesn't mean go killing people. You know, just like when I told you some time ago or many times, I said, I'm still here alive fighting for you. And that doesn't mean I go out and fight with anybody.
Understand.
I'm just like fighting with heaven, yeah? Trying to reduce the sentence for the humans on this planet so they don't give them such a severe sentence. And sometimes I make a joke with you. I say, oh, this is my spiritual weapon. You know, like my shoes, my clothes, stuff like that, yeah? And if you don't see the video, you think I'm talking about like knives or guns or whatever. Never. We don't have anything like that.
For sure.
They've been brainwashed too long, since generations already.
Yes.
You know, one blind leads another blind, and they both fall down.
Exactly.
Because they did not understand what the Prophet was teaching. And they even inserted one or two sentences in there in the name of the Prophet. Say the Prophet say this, the Prophet say that. And you have to kill them and all that. No, never, okay? All the masters, all the prophets, they take the precept of nonviolence. Thou shalt not kill. Okay, that's a number one in their tenets. All the prophets know that. All the masters know that. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, would have never uttered anything that incites violence against other people. And the infidels are those who maybe betray Muslims or just come in and then come out and maybe talk bad about them. But that doesn't mean that they have to kill them, yeah?
Yes.
The most is that they excommunicate, yeah?
Yes.
Excommunicate, that's all. And Buddha also said like that, if somebody is bad for the group or for the Sangha, then just alienate them, that's all, until they become better,
Yes.
if they will. But killing is never a tenet of any religion, and not in our group, in any case. Non-violence, ahimsa, is a universal law that we abide by. And even God gives humans free will.
Yes. Yes.
So how can we as a human dare to force some belief on somebody else by even using violent means to coerce them or to threaten them or to frighten them into, believing in our own religion?
Yes.
Yeah? Even if jihad means kill the infidel, it's supposed to be infidel, means the bad people, or the people who betray Muslims. For example, these people they killed in Kabul just recently now, or before at the airport, they are innocent.
Definitely.
They have done nothing to Muslims, nothing wrong. So they're not the infidels. The ones who kill them are infidels because they make a bad name.
Yes.
Blacken the name of a peaceful, great religion like Islam. And it's very, very sad. Very sad. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Even if I'm not like an official Muslim, but I'm very, very sad. Because I know it's a great religion.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It is.
It is, yes. And they teach people to do good things, to be charitable, and to be a good guest on earth even. And during Ramadan, they go out do charity and all that.
True.
But that's all they should do. Helping each other, helping the neighbors, helping the needy, not killing the innocent.
No.
Anybody who misunderstands Islam, they should wake up. There's one sentence in the Quran or maybe Hadith. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is supposed to have said that go and fight them and strike their neck and all that. That's not what he said.
Yes.
I told you already that was somebody, who tried to advise the government that they have to put that in the Quran because he faked it. He said he's a friend of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, and then saying that he heard the Prophet say that.
Oh.
During the time of the persecution, but the government kept, hunting them, not the Prophet and his disciples. They were all hiding.
Yes.
Maybe the only thing that's so-called fighting is that they shielded their families and the Prophet and other members.
Yes.
Somebody would stand there and stop the massacre, stop their sacrifice there, just do
They
something.
just protect themselves.
That's right, just to protect them. And so the other ones can escape while they are delaying the forward running of the soldiers or authority at that time.
Yes.
So somebody died, sacrificed for that. And of course the Prophet would say, these people will go to heaven because they fought for a spiritual reason.
Yes.
That's for sure. But they did not go out and fight or anything. They just sacrificed. So others could escape.
Yes.
It's not easy. Not easy to be a master in any time, not just for this time. This time already very, very good. Very, very good. Compared to the time of Buddha, Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the time of the Sikh masters, yeah, and before that.
Yeah, now we have Supreme Master TV. We can spread the information.
Yeah, you're right. But still, there are some people who don't understand it, even if you told them in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, evidently, is that we keep telling people, please be vegan because it helps your health, helps your soul, liberates you and helps the planet. How many people listen, huh?
Understand.
Yeah. So you spread the news or information. It depends on luck or the karma of the whole world, whether or not people listen.
That's true.
Yeah. Therefore, we still have to work very hard. But thank God that we still can work, no?
Yes.
We work very hard, but we are grateful that we can still work. Yeah, I'm grateful every day. Every day I'm thanking for all the support from heaven and earth. visible and invisible. Yeah.
Hope they can wake up soon.
Oh, yeah. We pray, no? We pray and we hope. Okay, that's what it is. What else to do? Yeah. That's how we fight, no? That's our jihad. Our Supreme Master Television is our weapon. And we are jihadists. Good ones. We are good jihadists. Saintly, vegan jihadists. Non-violent jihadists. Yeah, true jihadists.
Yes. Initially, when the Taliban took over Afghanistan, they said women and girls need to stay at home until approved to go to school and university. Later, the Taliban said they would be letting women and girls return to school. Recently, a tweet was falsely attributed to the chancellor of Kabul University. It stated that women would be barred from the university for work and study. A Taliban spokesperson confirmed that it was a fake Twitter account and told the media outlet Axios that women have right to access to education and work.
Yes. In Islam, it say that knowledge is a fundamental right, or something like that, for all Muslims. Meaning it's required even. Originally, they said men and women have to be separate in the university. So I said, okay, why not, as long as they can study? But I don't know what the fuss, because the Prophet, peace be upon him, he taught both men and women. He taught both equally.
Definitely.
And all the writings in either the Quran or Hadith exalted women, saying how great they are. And women were very, very much respected and revered in Muslim original teachings. So right now they can go to school, huh?
Yes.
It's supposedly saying something like because they don't have enough woman professor or teacher. But the more they forbid, the more they won't have.
True.
If they forbid the woman more, then they don't have any more skilled workers to take care of the woman in their country.
Yes, Master.
The woman can be their mother, their grandmother, their wife, their sisters, their daughters. So women are important.
Yes, definitely.
They have to let the woman go to school, go to university, and that is correct so.
Yes.
You cannot avoid women. We are everywhere. And we must learn something to contribute to the prosperity and development and progress of the country.
Yes, Master.
Women are beautiful, very smart and very capable, and also more detailed than men in most cases. So women are a very important part of the society. Any country that looks down upon women or prohibits women in any way, we never develop well.
Yes, agree.
Yeah, and we stay underdeveloped or like, some other centuries ago. Nowadays they drive. The women, they drive, they fly over you. They go anywhere. Most countries like that.
Yes.
Even in the poor country, women are free.
Yes.
Yeah? They drive all over the planet. Nobody can stop them. Yeah? Because if any government tries to stop the woman, sooner or later it will boil over. And there will be a revolution.
Yeah.
It's even worse than before.
Exactly.
So any smart government, including Muslim governments, must let women free. And to separate the men and women. Women sit on one side, men sit on one side. It's just common sense, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Comfort. It's not like a sin or anything.
No.
And some of the Muslim groups, they make it such a big deal, like a sin. And go out, have to cover. This is all not correct.
Yes.
It was correct during the Prophet's life because it was a war. Even if the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, say something like, go out, strike their neck until they die. Even if the Master said that. It was in the war. but it's somebody who put it in there so that the government at that time had the excuse to persecute any Muslim they wanted. So one of the persons inserted that and said the Prophet said that, so you have to go out and kill whoever, so-called infidels. It's not like that.
Yes.
Even if he say that in the moment of anguish, he said that to the so-called infidels, to the enemy, the one who killed his disciples for no reason, kill the innocent, saintly disciples of his, or kill his family in a time of anguish. Maybe he uttered that as a human emotion. Even then, you cannot apply it now because there's no war.
Yes, right.
It's their own people, and they just want peace now. They're not doing anything. Just go out in a supermarket or in a square and detonate a bomb like that. This is hell. They're following Satan and devils. They are not following the prophet. I'm not afraid to tell you that. Because the truth I have to tell. Otherwise, they go on killing people. These people, the ones who organize all this random murdering of the innocent, should go to jail forever.
For sure.
Don't ever let them out and harm the innocent again. And also, if the Taliban are short of women professors because maybe brain drain, maybe they forbid too much before, so not too many women can become educated greatly and poor country and all that. So they are short of women professionals in many fields, yeah?
Yes.
They should not continue to do this strict law or forbid women to do this, do that. Because I saw it on one of the news somewhere that the Taliban supposedly say that the only job woman can do in the government is to clean the toilet.
Oh.
For the woman toilet. That's it. Yeah, so all the government women workers before are not allowed to go back in the office and do their job.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if the men can do everything without the help of any woman.
Yes.
Even in the police, before they had police woman, and now I'm not sure anymore. If you want to search a woman, you must have a woman police, no?
Yes.
If you want to talk to a woman customer or somebody who wants to apply for the government woman, then they need a woman to interview them.
I understand.
If they really think women and men should be separated, then they must have women.
Yeah.
In order to be separated in different kind of field and work.
Yeah.
But in the hospital, you cannot separate the woman doctor and man doctor. It doesn't work like that.
No.
You can't. Even woman and man, or man and man, they have different fields. They specialize in different things. So this is ridiculous. To be always separate between man and woman, it won't work in the society.
Exactly.
It's not practical. It's not doable. It's not workable.
Yes.
They're just making the country more backwards, more bankrupt.
Master also touched on the current legislative activities of the United States leadership as their outcomes affect many innocent lives, while also further explaining how the demon's influence is harming the country.
Everything he wants to do, this Biden, it's to do with death, so that the demons can eat them.
Yeah.
You see, so he wants to even kill all the babies like that, so they die in agony in the woman's womb or get flushed out, and that's how the demons can eat them.
Oh.
And the more they can eat them, the more they're powerful. Just like you eat, so you're strong.
Yes.
You know, the human. If you have no food, then you'll be weak. So all the after death and bombing, killing the whole family, including 7 children, that's also according to the zealous demons' dictation. You see the new abortion law, you know, supporting abortion law so that all the babies can die, and then the humans are also getting weaker morally, spiritually, farther from God. And the demons can feast on these unborn babies.
Yes, I understand.
So everything to do with Biden is all death. If it's not the zealous demons, then what else?
The Democrats say that
The reason why he let the Mexicans in so easily is because he loved children. If he loved children, he wouldn't want to pass the law to kill all the children. American children. Why do you take pity on Mexican children and not American children, huh?
That's right.
They are going to be children in a few months. If they have a chance. They're just babies in the womb.
Yes, I understand.
And they're Americans. He's killing your citizens. You hear that?
Yes.
And make a A devilish example for all the other countries in the world. And then let everybody else from every country, don't even know who, don't care who, just let them in with all kind of diseases, not
Yes,
just
that's right.
COVID-19.
Yes.
So all this is causing trouble and death for your people. And this is all for demons to eat if they die.
Terrible.
Yeah, terrible. It's demonic, okay?
Yes.
That's why I'm all out for it, not because of Trump or anything.
Yes, I
I
understand.
feel so sorry for the Americans. They have been robbed in many ways that they don't even know. And the bill that Biden asked to sign right now and nobody wants to sign is included. They want to take some of that $1 trillion money to pay for abortions. Yeah, more food for the demons. And about the abortion that they want to pay for, this comes from tax money. It doesn't matter if they took the money from the public and pay for the private abortions, yeah? It's not about private or public. It's just that the abortion is a great sin.
Yes.
And anybody who supports it will be punished in hell for murdering, especially killing humans.
Yes.
And then whoever involved in it, even the innocent taxpayers, will also be punished.
Oh.
That is a problem.
Yes.
And then the whole Americans will be in bad judgment, especially now is a judgment time. It's not just about the bill and the money, huh? This is the thing people don't understand. I hope they hear me.
Yes.
So more darkness for your country, more weakened strength of your citizens' population. Just take in anybody or smugglers and child abuser or drugs or whatever, but kill your innocent citizens.
That's not right.
Americans have enough money, even if you don't have adoption anywhere, you still can have an orphanage. I mean, governmental orphanage. And
yes.
raise them up, educate them, and release them out into the world as nurses, as doctors, as engineers, as astronauts, as scientists, as inventors, whatever.
I understand.
They're killing all these potentials, which will be good for your country and your own people. I mean, who else can defend your country more than your own people?
That's
yeah?
right.
Not the Mexicans, not the Hondurans, not the whatever else you say, because blood is thicker than water.
Yes.
You're born in America, of course you defend for your country. You work for your country. You feel you belong there.
Yes.
Yeah. As a child already.
Understand.
Because they're orphan, they're even more motivated.
Yes.
From childhood already, they will learn more. They will be more strong. They will be more resilient. They will be more motivated to be someone. You never know whom you kill.
Yes, that's right.
In the womb, they may be an excellent doctor. They may be another Tesla.
Yes.
They may be another Armstrong for space, yeah?
New Einstein. Yes.
Or Einstein, or maybe another Buddha, maybe another saint.
Did you ever find or look for your birth mother?
Yes, I did. She's just an incredible, incredible person. And when I met her, she said, "Can you forgive me?" And I said, "Forgive you? You gave me life." And my parents, Jeannie and Jerry, gave me a life, the chance at a life. And I'm so grateful for her.
Suppose all the mothers kill the children up to now when they're not convenient. Whom are we living with now? What kind of dark age are we still in?
Yes.
With our new generation, with new ideas and new brain power.
Yes, I understand.
So this is really wicked evil. And he's not for your country. He's really killing your country.
If Master is supposed to be unconditional and God is supposed to be unconditional and forgiving, why do you demand people to be vegan and repentant in order to save them?
I don't demand. I just point the way, okay? It's like if you want to go to the south, I would say that way, yeah? You go through this section, you go to that junction, and then you will see the highway. It points to the south. What for I demand you or anybody to eat vegan? What's in it for me?
Nothing.
Yes. Maybe compassion for the animals and the consequence for humans, of course. But even if I don't have any compassion for you or anybody, or I don't feel sorry for the animals, even then, that is the way, regardless of my emotion, my position. That is the way to go south.
Yes.
I don't have to like you. You are a stranger. You ask me the way to California. I point you that way. First, you have to go through that way, okay? And then if you don't have petrol, then you must fill your tank. That's not a demand for my part. It's for you.
Yes, that's right.
To go there, okay?
Yes.
So it's like that. Everything in this physical world has some so-called condition. It's not the condition for master. The master is always unconditional. God is unconditional and forgiving too. Even if God forgives you everything, you still need to go to hell because you're going that way.
Yes. Okay.
You are attracting the energy of hell to you. So even God forgives you, you still go to hell if you eat meat or if you kill animals or partake in it.
Oh, wow.
Partake in the murder and even if you just pay taxes and the government uses it, to subsidize the animal industry or to kill the babies in abortion, then you still need to pay that.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little less than the one who organize it or create the law, but still you must pay. Killing, eating animals is the way to go direct to hell. That's the road to hell.
Yes.
That's the universal arrangement. Yeah, killing is a grave sin and you have to pay for it. So that's why I urgently urge everybody to eat vegan, not so that I can be fat or healthy. It's for them to rescue themselves, to give me an excuse.
Yes, Master.
But they have to be vegan and sincere because that's the way. It's the right way to go.
Yes.
There are ways to go to heaven. There are ways to go to hell. There are ways to go back to the humans' world. There are ways to go to animals' world.
Yes.
Your choice will affect your future.
Yes, Master.
And affect the present even. Because you eat meat, you will get sick. That's the immediate karma. And the future karma is hell. Worse than sickness.
Yes.
In this world, if you're sick nowadays, you still have doctors and nurses and medicine and things to help you.
Yes.
Or operate under anesthesia, you don't feel pain. In hell, no anesthesia. Pain, and raw, and 110,000 times or million times.
Gosh.
Yes. And you can't escape. You can't run anywhere. All you do is just scream and nobody hears you.
Oh, my God.
You see why I'm working so hard?
Yes, Master.
Vegan, that's the right way to help yourself, help the world, and go to heaven.
Yes.
It's the way to go to heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Yeah, it's benevolent. Now you understand.
Understand.
No condition, okay?
Yes, Master.
No condition. God is absolutely unconditional. But if you choose to go in harm's way, then what to do? Then you will be harmed, okay?
Yes.
That's it. If you go jump into the fire, you'll be burned. Don't say nobody told you.
Yes, yes.
With hope that humanity can still be awakened and rescued for our world to be a paradise, we send our heartfelt gratitude to Caring Master and wish for all of us to take heed of her truthful words. Let us embrace God's unconditional love and help at this time by rethinking our life choices to be more benevolent and considerate of others, especially the most innocent and vulnerable. Wishing Compassionate Master boundless peace and health in the protection of almighty heavens. To hear the reasons why it is unwise for governments to overtax the rich, please tune in to Between Master and Disciples on Saturday, October 16th for the full broadcast of this phone call.